Good morning, Floss. No, not FlossTube, YouTube. Hi, my name is Wendy, and this is my craft room. My channel is all about all my crafty endeavors. I like to knit, crochet, cross stitch, quilt, sew, plastic canvas, diamond painting. I haven't done a lot of that lately. Today's mostly just crochet and a little knit. Yeah, it's been a while since I last recorded one of these videos. I think I just keep waiting to have more results to show, and I haven't gotten that much done. But I thought I better hurry up and get back on here and get back into the swing of things. So, let me see. Today is Saturday, June 12th. Let me see. June 13th. Wow. This month is half gone already. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it's been really warm here. I'm in southwestern Ontario. Summer's hit. Got a little relief yesterday and today. The wind is really nice breeze. Cool off a bit. But other than that, it's been really hot. It's really hot. Yeah. Not much else going on. Yesterday I managed to get in to see my granddaughter's talent show at school. It was so fun. The kids did a really good job, and they were singing and dancing, mostly dancing, a lot of, little groups, some piano playing, a couple of kids played guitar, one little group, they did magic acts, and another little guy did impressions. It was really cute, but what impressed me the most is how supportive all the students were of each other. Um, you know, things right now in this world are, uh, it seems more and more acceptable to belittle people and make fun of people and be mean and bully people. And that's discouraging. But when you go to a school, it's like a primary school, so grades JK to grade 8, and you see that they're teaching these kids compassion, empathy, support. I didn't see any kids making fun or snickering at anybody, and they were all very supportive. It was just so refreshing to see and reassuring to see too, because you think, okay, there is hope for this world. There is hope. There is hope. It left me very hopeful. And of course, so proud of my granddaughter. She was so nervous. Her face was like white when we first got there, and she's nervous and bouncing around till her turn to get on stage. And then I found when she was on stage with her friends, she didn't look nervous at all, and she did her dance moves, and I was really proud of her. I was so happy for her, and it turned out well. I think that's good for them to do things like that. But yeah, so it left me very happy and positive and hopeful with the world. So maybe that's my motivation too, to get back on here today and be happy and hopeful and cheerful. Yeah, so I don't have a lot to show, but I will show what I have. So my first section I usually go by is my Mary Maxim. This pattern. So what I do is I had all of my yarn that I bought at Mary Maxim over the last couple of summers at their tent sale. And you tend to buy yarn and then, okay, I've mixed up my I know I picked it up before I came back in here. Okay, well, if I don't come across it, then I'll put a picture here of what it's going to look like. I believe it's called, okay, so, sorry, blah, blah, blah. I put all the yarn that I bought on a wheel, and then when I finish a project, I spin the wheel and we pick out yarn. The yarn that was picked the most recent time was this all Red Heart all-in-one flower power, and the colorway is called Katelli Bronze. So these are the the yarns that are dyed to, if you follow the instructions, you'll get that flower motif in a square without changing colors. So when I picked this, I had just finished a sweater. Oh no, no. Different story, different story. That's a different story. Okay. I'm really out of practice. Okay, so Katelli Bronze. That's those colors. And so then I picked some yarn to go with it. And I got this yarn, which I also got at Mary Maxim. It's called Cascade Yarns Cherub Aran. And it's just a colorway number 73. And it's kind of a mustardy yellow gold. That's a little blown out. There, that's pretty true to color there. And this other one is the Red Heart all-in-one granny square. And the colorway is soft white peachy keen. I like that. Okay, so once again, I'll put the pattern up here. It's a Yarnspirations pattern. It was a knit along that they did, a make along. They had a crochet version and a knit version of a sweater using these squares. This one was called Knit Patchwork Jacket, I think. And so what I've done, so previously I did two of these solid squares in the bronze gold color, and there's the other one. And this was the all-in-one granny square done in this pattern. It's like a mitered square. And then these are the ones using the Katelli Bronze, and I've done a couple more. So I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares now. So this is what they're intended to look like. But if you follow the instructions to get that layout of color, then you have to cut off a lot of yarn, and I don't like wasting, so I'm just letting the color flow, which I think is just as interesting in you know, something like this, a patchwork jacket anyway. Yeah, so I've got a couple more squares. So 2, 4, 5. So I need 7 more of this one, 11 more of the other color. Yeah, so it's coming along. The squares are easy to do. It's just a matter of, you know, remembering to do it. Okay, so the next thing is the 12 cast-ons for 2026. This was a knit-along inspired by Angela at Yarn and Yarns. I learned about it by Jen at Stash Down Diaries. And so basically at the beginning of the year, you cast on 12 projects to work on throughout the year. And I've done a few already, and this was the last one that I picked. This is in my bag that was also one of the 12 cast-ons. Now I'm using it. It's so cute. But this one is a pair of socks using Rico Design Neon Fair Isle. And I don't think it just has a color number, 003. This is a hardy yarn. It feels kind of like a little bit softer than Patton's Croix, but it feels kind of like what's that British? Oh, Oh, I can't recall the name of it. Oh, West Yorkshire Spinners. It reminds me of that yarn. Yeah, so it's called Neon Fair Isle. It's got all kinds of colors in it. So when I cast it on, I left it off at this part of the cuff, and I've since done this much. I like how that's turning out. Lots of colors, lots of patterns. And I'm just using the vanilla sock pattern from Kayla, the crazy sock lady. And basically I did 20 rows of ribbing. I did 2x2 ribbing. And 59 rows of stockinette stitch. And now I'm on the heel, and I'm just doing the slip stitch heel. Yeah. So it's coming along. It's nice, easy car knitting, and also nice sitting out on the deck when it's warm. You don't want too much fabric on you, so a pair of socks is nice for that. Okay, so that's the 12 cast-ons. The next section is my whip project. That's where I spin the wheel. I've listed all my whips. I did a whip parade at the beginning of the year, and I numbered the whips, and then I spin a wheel to get a number. And yeah, this one I'm working on. I don't think I got any more done on it since I recorded last, but I'll show it anyway, hopefully inspire myself to get back at it. I love it, but it's just a lot of knitting. This was the last year's mystery knit along from Stephen West, and it is called a Mystery Musikal. So every section is based on music, like sound waves and things like that. This was section 1. And then these waves were section 2. And now I'm on this section. Yeah. The colors are looking dark here, but most of the yarn I'm using is Le Garçon sock yarn. I think one of the colors, or both of the colors, were from the mysterious podcaster yarns that they did, and they were based on Kevin and Ray of Needles at the Ready. The brown was, I think, the mysterious animal collection there, the cities, it's animals in the city or something, and it was, and then the peachy color is by the Green Button Jar. I believe it's called Peony. So I'm loving how it looks. I just have to get back at it, especially if I want to do this year's. And that's like in October, so I got to get a move on. Yeah, so I would like to work on that, of course. Let me see. The next thing is knit-alongs. Yeah, I kind of stalled out on the knit-alongs. Yeah, I only have 3, so I'm behind 3 months on this. This is the Repeat Crafter Me, her winter activities blanket, the skates, yeah, the hockey sticks and puck, and the skis and ski poles. Yeah, so I have to get back on that. 3 months behind. Oh, gosh, time flies. The next knit along is by Jayda and Stitches. Her blanket this year is, I believe, Fairy Tale, something like that. So the first block was a unicorn. The second block was the Prince Frog. So cute. The third block was the pumpkin carriage. And the next block was the enchanted forest. Now I just did the forest. I didn't do any appliques for it. I might yet, I don't know. And then the May block was the Sword in the Stone. So this is the story I started to tell. Previously, when I did the Mary Maxim spin the yarn, I had spun this yarn, and I had just finished a sweater, so I didn't want to do another sweater. And that was about the time when the Jayda and Stitches blanket was coming out. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use that for the background of all the squares. So this was the Red Heart All-in-One Flower Power in Come On Clover. It's blue, green, and white. So I thought that would be perfect for the background for these squares. So that's what I've used for the background and all the squares. Whoops. It's the Come On Clover. I think it works well. Yeah. So now the June block is out, and it is this shape. It's going to go on the other side, and I believe it's a magic wand. Well, that'll be cute. I think I have some sparkly yarn I can use for that. I thought I had some sparkly pink. Maybe I don't have any left, but okay, so that is the other crochet along. Put this back. Alrighty. That's coming along nicely. I just have one more square to do and I'll be caught up with that. Oops. Unless I decide to make some appliques. Yeah. So, okay. The next thing I have is a little Amigurumi. I think this is called Luna, like a little star. It's cute. This was a free pattern on Instagram, and I will link it below. Yeah. I have a plan for some of these. I'll tell you about it once it comes to fruition. And finally, I am making a blanket, and I'm probably going to make a stuffy to go with it. I think maybe that Sleeping Dragon pattern. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But this is the blanket I've got going. A friend of my daughter's is having a baby, so I'm making it for her. So this is it so far. I kind of wish I had made it a little more narrow. I was originally going to just use the green and the white, but when I looked at how far I got, I realized I might not have enough yarn, so I had to incorporate the blue in it as well. This pattern is by Juan, the Yarn Addict. It's one of the baby patterns he's done. I'll link it below. Very nice pattern. It's very simple. It's just double crochets, front post double crochets, and single crochets. It's a very nice pattern developing. Yeah, so I'm using, I think this is like Butter, Lion Brand. This is, oh, I can't remember. It was just a big baby yarn. And then the green is Bernat Softy Baby in the color Frosted Fern. Yep. yeah, so I've incorporated the blue to try and just make the yarn go farther. I'm really happy with how it's looking. Time consuming though. That's mostly what I've been working on lately. So I'm excited about that. I want to get that done. I think I have 2 weeks before the baby shower. So yeah, I'd like to get that done. This is oh yeah, this is the pattern right here for the blanket. It's called Snuggle Sprout Blanket by Juan the Yarn Addict. And then he has a hat pattern to go with it. It's not on the same pattern. It's a separate pattern. But this is a free pattern on Ravelry. Yeah. Very nice. And that's really all I have to show you. My plans, I think I'm going to, well, my priority is to get this blanket done and then the stuffy to go with it. And then I'm just going to keep working on the 3 things that I have here. Or no, not 3 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. The blankets, the sweater, the socks, and the shawl. Yeah. So that's my plan. Yeah, so once again, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment and do all the YouTube things. And I really enjoy commenting or, interacting with you in the comments. Yeah, that's it for this time. So thanks again. Everybody take care and happy crafting. Bye for now.